Steve Jobs viewed personal relationships as impediments to innovation. This perspective appears in numerous documented interviews from 1981 to 1995. The billionaire who built Apple died estranged from his daughter. Lisa Jobs Brennan received $25 million in his will, despite being the same daughter he denied paternity of for 7 years. Court records from 1980 indicate Jobs testified that Lisa could belong to 28% of American males. DNA tests confirmed a 94.41% probability of paternity. He named a computer after her, then claimed the name stood for Local Integrated Software Architecture. Apple's internal memos from 1983 contradict this assertion. Jobs instructed his assistant to schedule precisely 6 minutes for employee terminations. Former Apple engineer Andy Hertzfeld recorded 47 firing sessions in 1981 alone, all adhering to an identical script. Jobs would enter, state the termination, and leave before questions. Security would escort the employee out within 3 minutes, providing no explanation. No appeal process existed. Steve Wozniak designed the Apple II computer in 1976. Jobs sold their shared Atari stock options, with Wozniak receiving none of the $5,000 bonus. Jobs retained the full amount. Wozniak discovered this 27 years later during a 2003 interview. Jobs never acknowledged the deception and, when confronted, changed the subject. Apple's supplier audits from 2006 to 2010 detail worker conditions at Foxconn. Employees endured 72-hour shifts during iPhone launches, with suicide rates rising 300% between 2007 and 2010. Foxconn installed safety nets around dormitory buildings. Jobs received these reports monthly, yet production schedules remained unchanged despite the documented human cost. Former marketing director John Sculley recorded discussions with Jobs regarding employee worth. Jobs classified workers as either geniuses or idiots, with no middle ground. Performance reviews reflected this binary system, where employees rated below genius faced immediate termination. This rating system extended to family dynamics. Jobs' brother-in-law recalled family dinners where Jobs assessed relatives' contributions to discussions, with low scores resulting in exclusion from future gatherings. This system transcended Apple. At age 23, Jobs abandoned his girlfriend Chris N. Brennan during her pregnancy, relocating to India for spiritual enlightenment while Brennan worked multiple jobs to survive. Jobs returned after 4 months, denying paternity when Lisa was born. California courts mandated child support payments. Jobs fulfilled the minimum required, $385 monthly. His net worth exceeded $100 million at that time, with greater expenditures on monthly parking. This contradiction emerged in court filings. Jobs publicly championed intuition and emotional intelligence, yet privately dismissed both in business decisions. Former employees describe a process termed emotional debugging. Personal feelings were treated as software errors needing immediate correction or removal. This philosophy influenced Apple's corporate culture. Empathy was weakness, attachment represented inefficiency. Innovation necessitated complete emotional detachment. Walter Isaacson's biography documents 127 verified instances of Jobs' cruelty to colleagues, with each incident corroborated by multiple sources. This pattern spans 30 years. From Apple's inception to Jobs' final board meeting in 2011, the behavior did not evolve, it intensified with success. Jobs' final project was not the iPad or iPhone, he dedicated his last months to orchestrating his own memorial service. Every detail was meticulously controlled. The guest list, the seating arrangement, the length of each speech, even his death required flawless execution. The memorial transpired exactly as planned, with no deviations permitted. Jobs had eradicated spontaneity from his own funeral. The man who transformed personal computing never mastered personal connections. His greatest innovation was systematic emotional isolation. He refined the art of productive loneliness. The technology advanced, yet the individual remained unchanged. Apple's stock price signifies the success of his vision. The human relationships document its cost. Both metrics appeared together in the same quarterly reports. Neither influenced the other.